Welcome. So happy to see you. You have made one of the best decisions of your lives by tuning in to the Locals Podcast, a podcast on media, community, and personal development. This week's local is from the Lower East Side, okay? She is a content creator, a writer, a creative director, a clothing brand CEO, a galvanizer, and the host of the Golden Ghetto podcast. Welcome, Ayonnah Sullivan.
Thank you.
Of course, from the Lower East Side, y'all. She made sure I knew that to rep the Lower East Side.
Seriously, because I really feel like it's like in the clubs, they only say, where Harlem at, where Queens at, where Brooklyn, like,
That's true.
It's never the LES. Like, they think if you black and you from Manhattan, you gotta be from Harlem.
Yeah.
It's niggas everywhere, yeah.
Look.
Gotta say, I'm one of them niggas.
Okay, so I first met you. I was managing WTF Media, and
Yes.
you called about your podcast. And yeah, so it started from there. And from there, I followed you, and I realized, I'm like, this girl is deep in her creative bag. Like, you make so much. Like, you are literally a multidisciplinary artist for real. Like, you express yourself in so many different ways. I've seen you everywhere. Like, I've seen you in acting in skits, you know, I know for Zoe Spencer Stream. I've seen you dancing, promoting brands, like photography, creative direction, like spoken word.
Damn.
Like,
When you say like that, it is a lot.
are you like seriously like that's and you're like really good at all of those things. That's the thing. Like, yeah. So
Thank
you're really,
you.
truly, really good. So I want to start by asking you, like, how did you go about like discovering that you were an artist, first of all, and like how did you gain the confidence to like I can do all of these things?
So I feel like I've been first of all, thank you. Thank
of
you
course.
so much. But I feel like I've been an artist ever since I was young. Like this was my natural, it was just something that came very natural to me. I feel like I came out the womb dancing.
Mhm.
When I was younger, my name was Triple Threat Ayonnah on you know when they have like YouTube, like those like YouTube moments or like MySpace. My
Yeah.
MySpace was like Triple Threat Ayonnah. Oh no,
Hilarious.
I think I'm lying. No, it was my YouTube, but it has. I've always knew that I wanted to be a artist of multiple things, and it's just
Yeah.
something that came so naturally to me. One of my biggest influencers or inspirations are like Beyonce, and I just love to see her, you know, just being a singer, but a dancer, a performer. She was also acting, like she's a mogul, and I just love seeing
Yeah.
Black women in like empowerment spaces that don't let themselves get put into a box. And I just feel like also too the confidence. It was a journey because I feel like the world when you're young, like when you're 3 and 4, they're like, "Baby, you can do anything you want."
Yeah.
You get to like middle school, they're like, "So what are you thinking for college?" Like, and you're like, you'll tell them your dream. They're like, "Okay, but like I feel like you need to pick something more realistic." And
Yep.
it
The
beams
dream
more
killers start to
the
come in.
dream motherfucking killers.
They come.
They
come early.
definitely do come, and if you're not really intentional about what you're pouring back into yourself,
Yeah.
like what the voice that you're hearing, you'll literally like you'll have their voice win. So
How did you tap into that though? Like you know, like for real, because it's like the way that you express yourself is so like you do it so well. So that takes. I mean, you have to have the confidence, but you have to like practice your craft,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just the way that you just go after it. It's like how do you pour into yourself? I guess is what I'm getting at.
So I feel like me coming back into my journey, because I was in my journey, like I was doing the triple threat stuff and then I stopped. Like
Yeah.
I totally stopped. I was more into like friends, social status, all that stuff.
Mhm.
Then I went to like a deep depression. Like it was like really bad. It was the point where I felt like I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't really have too many like aspiration and goals. It
Around
was
what
just,
age was this? Would you say?
this was in high school. This was
Oh.
between
That's a hard time to be going through that.
It was between 9th and 10th grade. And I remember myself just like not really feeling motivated not to go to school. Just like, and I was never really a big school girl. Like I was good at my arts. I was good at my writing, English. You know, I could pass a test, but not really study for it. Like
sounds like an artist, girl.
Yeah, I know.
You sound like an artist. You're smart. You still smart.
Yeah. And but I always knew that like I like to do what I like to do. I was very that girl. I like to do and I'm good at what I do. So,
Yeah.
but I feel like that depression led me to my off season. And my off season was where I became not just a watcher, but an intentional studier. Where I would literally look, because I feel like some people get lost into the content and they're scrolling. They're just taking in anything. I got really serious about my mental diet, which is what I listen to, what I watch, what I read, and I think something else. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
My mental diet. I got really serious about that. And I started learning teachings from like James Baldwin, Malcolm X. I started taking in Kanye's journey. I became my own teacher. Like they weren't teaching me anything in school that I wanted to learn, but listen, I'm the degree by God by the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that also gave me the confidence because it's like, even in this Renaissance journey, I'm not the first Renaissance woman. I'm not the last. There's so many people that come before you. And if you have the audacity to like sit back and learn and take that off season to really just take in what you feel like will lead you to a better place, that's when the confidence really happens. Because it's not always there. It's built. It's marathon. It's a brick by brick. Brick by brick. But you have to make sure
that's
you
real.
know. Yeah.
No, I'm thinking about that. And I'm thinking about the context of you being in like 9th and 10th around that time and that age. And like, that is the time, at least for a woman, at least like where you're really like maneuvering, you're navigating confidence.
Yeah.
You're like testing things, even like you're like trying to express yourself and like you're falling and you're getting up. You're like, okay, is that cool? Okay, this is what I want. Who do I want to be? That's a fragile time.
Oh, there was also something that I did. I did a mind map.
Okay.
Where I had basically listed out all of the talents that I had, like literally everything that you said. And I like did, okay, but where does this all tie in? And for me, it's cultural storytelling. Like cultural storytelling. So everything that I do with my fashion, I'm storytelling from the culture's point of view. With my photography, same thing, like all of my avenues. But I feel like having that middle ground is so important for multi-hyphenates because sometimes it doesn't all make sense in this chapter, but at the end of the story, Virgil made sense.
Yeah.
Like, the Supreme God made everybody, they make sense.
Yeah, I can tell you that for sure. That shit don't be making sense sometimes at first. Like because it just, you feel like you're going 1,000 miles per hour, but it's like you mapped it out.
Yeah.
So that is like a good method in itself. I was doing a lot of notes, but mapping it, like when you said that, I'm like, ding, map it, girl, and like figure out what is the core message. And like you said, cultural storytelling is your core message. Yeah, that's so cool. Like what kind of what stories would you say if you had to like describe to people, like what kind of stories do you like to tell?
So I feel like 80% of the Black media is showing like just the narrative of gossip, violence, and just everything that's like, what Social Center, he was like, like that's what the media gives. And I noticed that growing up, and I feel like that's why I wasn't confident in my culture because a lot of it was very toxic. The pictures that we were getting in print. That's why the doll experiment is a thing. Why a lot of young Black kids, they like choosing the white doll and stuff, because what they're feeding us is not something that we would want to align with.
Yeah, it's like this life and that life is not attainable to you. Like that's kind of how the media makes it seem. Like, I'm sorry, but like the white utopias, it's like, okay, damn, like where do I have a space in this? Like even like shows like Sex and the City and things like that. Like no shade, like people love that show, but like when I was watching it as a kid, I'm like, well, where's the space for a Black woman to exist in this like fun? There wasn't.
Literally. So this was literally my avenue growing up, and I was thinking representation is so important, and I want to be able to put out everything. Like I want to put out media, I want to put out clothes because clothes makes us feel confident. And photos that we can see ourselves in and really see our higher selves in, because that's where the golden ghetto comes from. It's like, the world tries to paste the ghetto as the this horrific things, but in that same sentence comes the culture, comes the trends, comes the music, comes everything that the world really fuels off of but doesn't give credit for. So I think that was my thing. It was like, listen, if they're not gonna show me what I want to see, I'ma show me what I want to see.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like everything I'm doing now is a love letter to like my 16-year-old, like 9, where I had the depression, the 9th to 10th grade self.
Yeah.
How old is that? Like 13?
That's like 13, 14.
So that's 8th grade.
Is it?
15,
Yeah, 14,
15,
15.
16, something like that.
Yeah. It's
Like that.
yeah.
Tight shit.
Yeah. Young teenager though, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, not late teens.
Yeah.
It's tough. Like I said, that's where you really building that confidence. And for anyone who's that age right now, like maneuvering that, like you got it, and it's pretty cool that you are thinking about this. Like if you're thinking about that at this age, so
yeah, seriously,
you're pretty cool.
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask you. Okay, first of all, your social media is a creative content playground. That's what I came up with. Like creative content playground. Like for real, I'm like, damn, you execute everything so well. It's a playground. So what's your preferred art medium to express, would you say?
So when people ask me this, like I'm like, I don't feel like I really have one. That's why storytelling is what I'm able to connect with, because storytelling can look like films, it can look like fashion, it can look like photos, it can look like dance. Like it's like I'm really just a storyteller. Like I don't know,
No,
like
that's real.
But it's like I think one of the reason why what keeps me going is like the community that I'm impacting. Like seeing people actually get moved by the things that I'm doing. And I think that's why I'm so big on intention, is because it's like when I'm curating from a place of like, okay, do I have a goal in mind? Whether it be, okay, like I want to inspire self-love among Black women, or I want to give YNs a new meaning. Like, like I'm always thinking of like, I don't know, like profound ways to take what is happening right now, but flip it into something, like turning a negative stereotype into a positive affirmation. That's really what.
That YN thing, that's real. Because I just think of the archetype automatically in my head, and a lot of those kids really need to be seen, oftentimes. But there's a lot of they're hiding what they want to be seen.
Yeah, a lot of them really just need hugs.
For real.
Like it's like thugs need hugs.
Thugs need hugs for real though. They need the most. They actually need the most hugs. like they do. They just do.
Like no. Also real. I just like. I think when you get a set of spiritual eyes, you start to see what like the media portrays as bad as literally just human. You start to see everything as just, you humanize what people demonize, and it's like when you do that, it's like. We're literally all God's children at the end of the day. And I think that like to be able to take something that people have tried to like beat up so bad, which is like the portrait, the image of
Black
the
boys constantly.
Yes. And take that and give them something else to leech on to.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you only see yourself as that, you might think you're the greatest.
Yeah.
But it's like it's really hard to like really like it's hard to like get out of the mindset of like what people are putting onto you when you don't have a gateway up.
No, you don't have nothing to look up to. So it's like, I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to cling on to some sort of identity, you see these narratives being pushed out about you, and people are around you are accepting those narratives. And so you accept them too. But then it's like, now you box yourself in. Because then what if you like something else?
Yeah.
You feel like you have to cling on to this narrative, but you don't have to. You really just don't have to. It's your life.
Thank you.
Simply.
Thank you. Seriously.
Simply. Before this, we were talking a little bit about like networking and like really networking, like true networking, and like how that feels. And I want to know for you, as someone who has built a following and also someone who's out there in the field.
Yeah.
I see you out there in the field constantly.
Yeah.
Like, what does like fulfilling true networking look like to you? And do you like that word? I don't know. People are not liking that word these days.
I feel like, I mean, everybody kind of like put that word out. It was like a big word from the jump. Like, make sure you network, but nobody really teaches you what networking
what
is.
That?
And I think my friend Kat said it the best way. Like, networking is making genuine connections. And as my journey coming into this, I feel like I started maybe like 20 after COVID.
Mhm.
And I've been definitely in the field, but there's a difference between being in the field and then like nurturing the field. And I think
She's got nuggets.
I'm just saying.
Wow, okay.
I'm just saying.
I knew
So,
it. No.
like, I think you could be in the field all the time, but if you constantly on that machine and you're not coming off to like really like massage your muscles, you're gonna burn out. And there's not gonna be no ROI. So I think where I'm at right now in this season is taking those connections and going back to them and nurturing them. Like, because I think a part of they said people invest into your friends more than they invest into a brand. Like people invest into people that they like more than they invest into the business.
Okay.
So, I don't know who said that, but I've heard it before.
Like they sell it. Like the person sells it. Like,
Yeah.
Behind the brand.
Like and that's also really real because people will come up to you and think that they're networking, but they're really just projecting their insecurities. Like they'll come up and they'll say like, "Hey, like I have 27K, follow me," or they'll be like, they'll start name dropping.
I'm so sorry. I hate when someone leads with that.
And it's a cry for like I'm worthy of your follow. But that's not how you really network. Networking for me is like when I'm vibing with a girl.
Yeah.
When I see a girl and I'm like, oh, she's T. Like I could get lunch with you. Like we could do that. And then it starts to grow into something. And then I pitch you an idea if you're good with the fit. And then now we're cross collaborating. But I think people genuinely need to take a step back if they have been in the field to nurture those relationships. And nurturing the relationships might look like a text like, hey, when you like nurturing my relationship is sending a TikTok.
That's cute.
You know,
like,
sometimes
like let's laugh together or tag you in a comment.
Yeah.
Like that could be cool. Or like even sharing a resource. That's something that I like to do a lot. Share a resource.
Yeah.
Right now I connected with Penny. I keep mentioning her every episode, but like I like Penny. Shout out to you, Penny girl.
Penny Pratt.
Penny Pratt. Penny Pete's. But yes. So we've been texting a lot about like video editing. So like just stuff like that. Like we're giving each other's tips. Like what's working for me, what's working for her content wise. And we kind of planned like an editing and chill date in the future, which is cool.
That's beautiful because I think a lot that I do, I always like I feel like having an accountability partner is my love language.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about like self-elevation. And if we can sit, I don't like wasting time with people. People are like, oh my God, Ayonnah, you need to like chill and just have fun. Yes, I want to have fun, but it's
well,
like,
what are you doing here?
like my fun is helping you win and then you helping me win. That
sounds fun.
That sounds very fun. Like booking trips is fun to me. Like, you know, like, and I think that I have a network of so many amazing people. Like these are friends, these are coworkers, these are acquaintances. Just like living in the city is like you're in an abundant field. And I think that it would be stupid to not be able to like, hey, what do you need? What can I help you with? How can I hold you accountable in this space? When you see it aligns, like when you see it, like you even asking me, cause come on, and I came on cause I genuinely fuck with you as a person. Like it was like it's like of course, you know, and I think that's networking.
Yeah, I think so too. Like the people that I brought onto the show are all people I've met, observed, admire. It's all authentic. It's not like I don't know. I mean, that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
So, okay, I have some tips that I wrote down because I said for me, my network and my creative community propels me forward every day here. Like they're just so supportive. I would say like people cheered me on for like positions or things that I like wanted to do or like checked in on me.
Yeah. What is network to you? Like what is networking?
Well, the people like just like you. I just like people that we just already connect. Like there's no need to like force like us to like, oh, I have this many followers, or this is how I can help you off the top. There's no need to have that dialogue off the top because if you already can connect, like you're already of value already, like you're already connecting. So then from there, and then it's common interests. It's like, okay, we have common interests, like enough at least. So where we can reciprocate, we can have a reciprocal relationship. Yeah. But in my last episode, I spoke about my guest Sean, he brought up the word opportunist, and I more so spun it into because there are opportunists. There's real opportunists out there, y'all, for real in the industry. Got be careful, but there's also people who are more so peers, supportive peers. Like maybe they're not in your like close community, but they're in your professional network and
Yeah.
they're your friend more or less. Yeah.
I feel like the word opportunist, like we all need to be looking for aligned opportunities because that's what gets us to the next level. I think it becomes a problem when you're a taker only,
Yes.
like when you're not a giver, like when you're not able to look out for me the same way I look out for you, or when I feel like it's giving like you have this secret we in competition, like that's like
That happens.
that's when it becomes like okay, now you dragging it.
Like, oh, yeah.
But it's like if me personally, like I know 5 people off my hand that like if somebody was to name a job or name a thing and I know that they're good at that, I'm dropping that. Like it's nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? So I think you need to be always looking for an opportunity, but aligned opportunity, an opportunity that feels right, because not everything is for you.
No. You
So
don't have to do everything.
yeah,
And you don't have
that's
to
a fact.
network with everyone. Like
Yeah,
honestly, and that's something that I definitely
yeah.
let me lip gloss check.
Me too.
Right.
No, but I feel like when I first started, that was the thing. Like I was going up to people. I was doing the same thing. I'm like I don't mess with now because I didn't know. I thought that was the right way. I thought you have to be like very
Yeah,
direct.
yeah.
I thought you had to talk to as much people, but now I think I'm in that season where it's like they always say the real man is always saying less of what he knows.
Oof.
And that is a quote that I didn't get it at first, but it's so real because it's like the more I know my self-worth, the more I more know who I am,
Mhm.
the less I have to say.
Yeah, let your energy speak for itself.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, like, whoo,
Like,
yeah,
yeah. That's
that's true.
networking. You ever seen Unspoken Aura?
Mm-mm.
Well, I just
See
met
it.
Joey.
Go see
I
it.
met, yeah, no, I don't even want to name, but I met this one person and unspoken aura, like, yo, like, it's like a
Oh,
press.
I thought that was a movie.
No.
I'm like, I never seen that. So,
I'm like,
okay, I know
girl,
what you mean. I know what you
yeah,
mean.
it's like, unspoken. I mean,
Then that's so yeah. When
like,
it's like, ooh, okay, you just it comes from knowing though, that knowing they know who they are. And they can't let anyone tell them. I mean, they don't.
yeah, they don't. They're well assured in what they
Yeah.
bring to the table. So it's not coming from like, I need you to see me. It's
Yes,
coming from like
see me.
we could see each other. And a lot
Yeah.
of these people that people are trying to network, they don't really care. Especially when you coming up, like they don't care. They gotta meet you. I always tell my friend that. They gotta meet, stop pitching to these people. They
Let
gotta
them
meet you.
yeah.
But I think also too, there is a beauty in like cross collaboration because it's like we seen each other the first time we met.
Mhm.
And there was no need for the pitch. It was
Yeah.
just like a equivalent, like. So I
Yeah.
think that's what's so beautiful too.
So I moved to New York City. I'm from Oakland, California. I'm from the Bay Area. I moved here. Yeah, I
Mm.
moved here
Wow.
5 years ago. But okay. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
Becoming to a space where it's being heavily gentrified and there's a lot of people taking resources from the space and like not giving back to the space. I feel like a wise community member or like responsible human being, when you go into a community, you provide a space for that community to. I mean, you don't. Maybe you're not someone who galvanizes people. Maybe that's not your area. But like, you have to figure out a way to give back to that community if you're gonna colonize that community. I would say it's kind of harsh to say, but like
It's
that's what you're
real.
doing.
Yeah.
And like you're really shifting the culture by coming into the space. So please
Be mindful.
be mindful, handle it with care. Okay. Okay.
Period.
But with that, I met a lot of people moving here and just like coming here alone. I didn't know anyone at first. So it was like I was kind of like feeling like I needed to network with everyone. And so it got me
Mm.
into like a lot of situations where I was like working with people who didn't have my best interests, who didn't fully value the person that I was, and more so was like trying to utilize like whatever they could really from me until as long as they could. And that was ugh. And that was
Mm.
really harmful, I would say, for my mental health, for one. And yeah, so after that, I was just like, "Ooh, okay, first of all, I need to set boundaries.
Yes.
All types of boundaries need to go on around here, like for real." I went to therapy actually, and she helped me like also establish that, like, "Oh, girl, it's time to set some boundaries for
Yes.
real." Um, because it begins to eat away at you, I would say. You become a different version of yourself at times too. A version that you just don't necessarily want to see, and it's not gonna give you the best output, like for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yes. I agree. Oh my gosh. I feel like it's just this is bringing me back to a conversation that I've had with my friend, and we were talking about like what the off season looks like, and like we were just taking inventory on where we are in our journeys, and I think that's so important too as a creative to like be 100% honest with yourself, like where you are. And she told me something. Shout out my friend Kamai. My tapped in.
Shout out.
Shout out Kamai. I love her so much. But she was saying that like you can have high self esteem and low self worth.
Oh,
And she said, sometimes God delays an opportunity because you don't know who you are yet. And that really hit me because I was like, girl, I feel like I know who I am. But no, when you don't know who you are, your boundaries aren't as high as they should be. You're not charging as much as you think you you should be because you don't feel like you're worthy of it. So you'll get that opportunity, you'll get that new friendship, and it'll be the shittiest friendship and opportunity ever. Strictly because you don't hold yourself to a standard of a high self-value. And I think that like that really hit because like I know who I is,
yeah.
but I feel like I haven't really walked the walk when it comes to the self-worth aspect as a creative. And I think that the foundation of scaling as an artist needs to be like concrete so that when
Yeah.
you're scaling,
Yeah.
you're not taking hits on. It's just gonna be, it might be a little shaky, but your shit strong. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
It needs to
So,
be rooted in that shit. Like it needs to be rooted in
and
self-worth. Lots of it.
yes.
Oh,
And I think you said something about like you don't have, you was like you meant
undervalued.
yeah,
Because if you don't have
undervalued.
no self-worth, how you gonna price yourself?
Exactly.
And they gonna undervalue because people gonna not saying that that's human nature, but in a lot of like industry settings and in a creative industry settings, if you're trying to
Mhm.
like make a career out of it,
Mhm.
people are gonna just meet you at where you value yourself. Oftentimes,
All the time. Ain't no
almost,
often,
yeah,
all the time.
all the
Yeah.
time. It just is. They just are. So it's good
Yeah.
to learn that for yourself.
Yeah.
Like off top, learn that for yourself.
Yeah. Literally nobody gonna hold you down the way you don't hold you down. You really have to go into, that's why I feel like those seasons where you're building those confidence, you're building that like portfolio of work. Cause it's like sometimes your work speaks for yourself.
Yeah.
Like when I went to Egypt, there was this guy, he was a jeweler, he was a jeweler. Is it called jeweler?
Jeweler?
A
Oh
jeweler.
yeah, yeah.
He was a jeweler and he was not budging for, he was like, listen, over here we don't budget. Like I don't go back and forth.
Said,
He was like, this is real gold. I
so
know my, and he basically was like, you not about to play me. Like there was 100, it was, nah, I'm not lying. It was like maybe like 5 other gold stores on the block.
yeah.
But a lot of people was coming to him and he was like, I have like, I'm not here to sell myself.
Yeah.
Like
You want it or do you not
my
want it?
worth is on the shelf. And if you don't, I'm not begging you to stay. Like it was like and that energy was so tea because he was an older man. And I was just like, I thought, you could get over, everybody bargains over there. Like,
Yeah.
but he was just like, I'm a business. And business comes with structure. You can't go into these certain stores and try to bargain your way in. Like they'll respect you out where you respect yourself.
I'm learning that recently.
Yeah, same.
You got to. And you can't be afraid. And when you lose opportunities, when you value yourself, sorry, but next Miss, what did Gucci Mane say? Miss one, not, he's talking about women. We're not talking about women in this case. But you miss one, next 15, one coming, okay?
He said, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo if you miss opportunity.
Whoop-de-doo.
So my top 3 networking tips that I have written down are don't force it. And so I said being polite, professional while getting through social anxiety versus forcing a social connection or forcing a connection. Like you can be polite and cool and like while you get through it, like there's awkward jitters and things like that. But like if you feel like you're constantly forcing it with the person, next.
It's
just
not
next.
aligned.
There's so many people out there.
It's not aligned.
Number 2, make sure there's something that you admire about them. Anything. Like you said, an outfit even. Like the way that they approached you, even like how the tone of their voice, how friendly they are, the way they move, their role, their magnetism, anything. Like, I don't know, something you can learn from, really. You can learn from each other.
Yes.
The last thing, if you did the hardest part of, wait, hold on. Okay. If you did the hardest part of bringing yourself to the event, don't miss any opportunity to connect on socials. So, like, if you meet someone that
Mhm.
you really enjoy, connect. Don't be scared. Like, I know that
Yeah.
happens a lot where it's like, "Oh, we were talking," but I'm like, "I'm scared to ask for their information." Just do
Yeah.
it. If you're already talking, you know?
And I also think people need to start going to places alone. Like,
Yeah.
that is the best place I feel like the best way you network is when you are free of, like I wanna say, like, I don't wanna say dead weight, but just, like, weight in general, like, you're just a feather, and you get to move like, I'm naturally, like, a social butterfly, but, like, I meet the best people when they feel like they're comfortable enough to have a conversation long enough, like, they don't feel like
Yes.
if my friend is here, they gotta cut it like, it's
Yeah.
like a it's just easy, so go places alone, facts.
No, real. Like, when you go places alone, you end up striking up a conversation with random people often.
Mhm.
Like, even if you go to, like, a bar or a park, I always
Yeah.
meet somebody random. But
Mhm.
it's always cool.
Yep, all the
Like,
time.
cool.
Mhm.
Okay. I want to stop and say thank you for listening to this week's episode. Life is better when we share and connect. So introduce yourself in the comments and find your next collaborator, business partner, or friend and join our Discord community linked in the description. There is a war on hugs. They are trying to make us individualists when we are meant to be collectivists. We are meant to connect, and that is what pushes us forward as a
Yes.
human species. And
Yes.
so we spoke about networking.
Mhm.
And I would say that that's the professional community, and sometimes that does pour over into your, like, personal community. That's which is really cool when they become friends or even family, that's cool.
Yeah.
But who would you say is your main community, and how do they show up for you?
Mm. So, I think community to me is, like, very spiritual, like,
Mhm.
it's like my soul tribe, I like to and I got that word from the Hood Healer, but it's, like, something that
Ooh.
feels good, like, it's like a tribe of people that, like, if if I was blindfolded, I'd still feel the vibration,
Ooh.
you know? That's that's my peoples, and I recently had an event called Little Me Would Be Proud,
Oh, mhm.
and it was like we came dressed as our inner child, and we gave thanks for everything that we've become instead of, like, focusing on, like, "What's next?" Everybody's always asking you, "What's next?" It's like they're never giving like, the your younger self, your 13-year-old self will look at you right now and be like, "Tiani, doing that motherfucking shit, girl.
Ah, yeah.
Doing that motherfucking sh" you know? So I think, like, I hosted that, and I was so scared to host it.
Mm.
10 days before the event, I think I had 7 tickets sold, and I was, like,
Ugh.
lying to the event person telling them, like, "Yes, 50 people are coming, 50 people are coming,"
Yeah,
and God showed out,
of
my
course.
community showed out, but I say that, like, that was a good take of, like, those are my soul tribes, like, those people that, like, they understand, like well, I don't wanna say fuck all this social media shit, but, like, fuck all this social media shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, it's real.
it's like, fuck the aesthetics, like,
Mhm,
put a cover on, put a blindfold on your face,
mhm.
and can I what I wanna continue that conversation.
Mm.
Yeah, and those are
And
my
that's the tip.
that's yeah. Like, some people, they only messing with you because they feel like they like the way you look, they like what you could get them, they like all of that. Like, no, my
Mhm,
girls are the girls
mhm.
that, like, sometimes they can't offer me anything but a conversation. Like,
Yeah.
oh, or like something that I don't know, like, that's a good
No, that's
question.
real too, like, conversation. I'm thinking of so many people right now, like,
Yeah.
just people who can also just remind you who you are in moments where you forget who you are sometimes, like,
Yeah.
I've had that, like, where they're like, "Girl, you got this, you keep going. Go
Yeah.
harder, like, go further because you can do that." I'm like, "I can do that? For
Yeah.
real?" And they're
Yeah.
like, "Yes." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay." And then I do it and I did it.
Yes.
So those people
The ones that speak
too.
life into you.
Yes. They
I
just love you. They just love
yeah.
you.
It's like, I think the genuine, like, when people are genuine, like, that is the greatest gift you can get. If you have genuine people in your circle, like, you won. Like, you're rich in life. Like, people say you're rich, you really rich if you have at least, like, one person, and I got a couple, so I'm good.
You're
But
rich.
I'm rich.
Yeah.
I'm
And I'm rich. No.
rich, bitch. But no, I feel like that is true community. Like,
Yeah.
that is community. And then as you go, I feel like the more vulnerable, the more you show up, then hopefully you can turn what you built on social media into an in-person experience.
And that vulnerability is real, like you said. Like, the vulnerable part,
Yeah,
that's, like, a vital part
it's very
of
vital.
connecting. with people for real.
Yeah.
It's scary. It is scary for some, depending
Mhm.
on your background and upbringing and whatnot, but it is necessary. So whatever
Yeah.
that level of vulnerability that you have to tap into, because how are you going to find your true people if you're not vulnerable with them? You
Yeah.
have to be vulnerable.
It's so crazy because when you look at artists, like the concerts that I've gone through in the last, like, I don't know, I guess year.
Yeah.
But it's like when I went to the Janae concert,
Mhm.
all of her members were literally like not carbon copies, but her soul tribe. Like they all look like fairies.
Mm.
Like, like when I went to SZA's concert, they all look like lover girls that got hurt at closets. They still
Aw.
figuring it out.
Yeah.
Now, when you go to a young boy concert, it's a lot of they all feel the same. There's a lot of energy. So I feel like you are attracting the most authentic version of yourself,
Mhm.
and it shows with artists, but also shows with who we are when we show up online. Like whatever you're putting out there, that's what you're going to attract back. And I think the
Every
greatest
time.
thing, when you do that with community, and the more vulnerable you show up, the more authentic you show up, the more you're gonna really find your twin in them on the other side. So I think that's dope.
And when your nervous system feels shaky around that person, that's when you know maybe
They're
it
not
might
for you.
be time to move around. But when your nervous system feels a little calm,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree.
But that's on a consistent basis, y'all, okay? Like, let's observe yourself, be introspective, reflective, you know?
Yeah, and also really speak to God, like speak to yourself. Have those moments of silence where you're just like, I don't know. I don't know. If you don't know, you're not honest. You just gotta be honest. You gotta be
Yes.
so honest with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself, you're gonna continue living. It's gonna be like a repetitive chapter. That's what you go, damn, why I keep meeting the same person? Damn, da 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 da.
Right.
Because you haven't been honest with yourself. Like I love when the victim becomes the victor.
Yes.
Like you not always a
Switch it
victim.
around.
Switch it around, baby. Like,
Come on. Yeah.
he done hurt you, girl. You hurt yourself.
And like you said, if you don't know, then you lying to yourself.
Yeah,
Or there's some truths to uncover at least.
Yeah, like
if you don't know, you know. Something in there knows. Something that deep down in there knows. You just got to start thinking about it. Start thinking about it.
Baby, you seen them red flags.
You see them
You
red
just
flags
chose bright as fuck, blind. I can't see I'm blind. And you just singing. You just singing that shit. Thought it was okay. No.
You vibing to it.
Yeah, like
you vibe.
she like take me through that.
That trauma. Take me through that trauma. Okay, I want to play a game of this or that creator edition with you. Okay,
Let's go.
So, video or audio podcasts?
Video, audio.
Okay. Lifestyle vlog or IRL stream?
Lifestyle vlog. Streams are too long.
Yeah, they're like 8 hours, like sometimes 24 hours.
That, yeah.
With networking, do you get their email or social media?
I do socials.
Socials?
Yeah.
Okay. So cooking videos or dancing videos?
Dancing.
Yes. I've seen her dancing videos. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So IG Reels or TikTok?
TikTok. I've never scrolled on. It just feels weird.
What, TikTok?
No, IG Reels.
Reels.
It's because Instagram's so tense. I don't know.
No, that's real. That's real. IG Reels is like, I was just talking about this today earlier with Penny. It feels like you have to be so curated oftentimes.
And even when you're not, it just feels like you're in the wrong room. Like it's like
what? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's like what are you doing here? That's what it feels. It's like, yeah.
TikTok or YouTube Shorts?
TikTok.
All the way.
Yeah.
Scripted content or unscripted?
I think a mixture of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. So get ready with me or fashion haul video?
Fashion haul.
Okay.
Depending on the content creator, because
that's long. Get ready with me's are long. Like back in the day, I used to watch them, but now we kind of
everybody. I'm tired of seeing Ayonnah underwears. Starting your underwears going. Yeah,
we
like
need the pants on. We need the.
I don't know. Like it don't excite me. I'm just like scroll.
Okay. Ayonnah, what empowers you to continue to create with all that is happening in the world?
That's a good question. I be in my own world. That's really what
That's
it
what it
is.
is.
It is, and
You
it's
and Lil
like,
Wayne.
no, it's crazy because it's like the world is fucked up. Like I be waking up like, yo, like none of this might matter, and like we might be, God forbid, blown
God
up.
forbid. Yeah.
To like seriously, but I feel like, you could live in that realm or you can just live in the realm that you create for yourself. And like my world is very like much bubbles,
Love that.
nice music, tips, incense, like
It's cute.
sexy, salon, Black American princess. I'm probably somewhere in the K. Like that's my world and I love my world. So I don't leave my world.
Nice. Don't leave your world. Create your world. Curate your world in real life.
Yeah, in real life. I mean, like, I also think this is coming from a privileged perspective because, like, as a young adult and being an entrepreneur, I have like a lot of passive incomes that I get, and I'm able to do this like not in survival mode, but in a place where it's coming from still a curated space. So I wanted to say that because that sounded very like la 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 la
Like,
la.
I could be in my own world.
Yeah.
But you can, there's ways to carve out your own world on a budget. Okay, y'all. In your
Yeah.
mind. Take a walk.
Yeah.
I don't know,
No, it's real.
Find your happy place.
You have to literally find your happy place and always center that. Like even when my world gets crazy, because my world still gets crazy.
Yes.
And I'm learning more discipline in this season in my life. So I think that's helping me keep grounded.
Yeah.
But I think that there needs to be a balance. Like even when, like when there was a blackout Sandy Hook, like I was like, I mean, like, I don't know, like, I didn't really, like, I wasn't that doesn't really process for me. Like, I don't know, I'm always living in a, like, the sun will come out tomorrow type of mindset.
Yeah,
so.
it's kind of like, well, you're taking it moment. You're being in the moment. You're like taking it moment by moment, and that with that, you're just like, okay, well, this is what we're dealing with at the moment.
Yeah, it's a moment.
Yeah.
A moment.
So where can they find you?
Where can they find me? You guys can find me at my Instagram, AY0NNAH. You can subscribe to our YouTube, the Golden Ghetto Podcast. We're also on Apple, Spotify, and Podbeam, which I think streams everything out. But yeah, for most, those are the two things. But I do have a Comey in my bio, and I do want people to start connecting with me via emails because we might not have Instagram, all this social stuff like no more, and we needed the email.
Yeah, you gotta have all the avenues. You never know. You just never know.
So yeah.
So follow her.
Yeah.
Okay. Follow her. Subscribe. Follow the Golden Ghetto Podcast. That's her podcast. Okay. And tune in. Just follow her Instagram because she just creates all types of content and it's really dope. All of it is really, really amazing. I'm gonna put a little bit of it, I believe, in like her clip on IG Reels. You'll see. But regardless, follow her. I'll put her information in the description. Y'all can see it. But my message is, you've heard of be the change you want to see. How about create the content that you want to see? We are no longer waiting for permission. Starting right now, plan your next post, whether it's in the drafts of your mind or the drafts of your computer. And when you do press publish, relish in the fact that your art has now made its imprint on the world. And remember, if you're not content, make that content. Don't let it make you.
That's so real. Oh my God, there was one thing that I feel like I wanted I don't know if this episode ended. Okay. Don't let social media use you. Use social media.
Yes.
That's, I feel like, another thing because I feel like we're in a distraction era right now where they're placing so much different content on us where like we might start living in the world that they push into us. And if we're not like intentional about our time, because our time is our greatest asset.
It is.
And we have to be intentional about that. So make sure if you're a content creator, still have a boundary on that's time, that screen time.
Yeah, hell yeah. And don't adapt narratives that aren't yours. You know?
Real.
If it's not yours, feel free to let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. Real.
All right, y'all. Bye.
That was good. That was good.